What's going on, everyone? Different setup for a special week. We promised you a long one last week, and hopefully, it's not going to be as long as this episode last year. As you can tell by the setup with this extremely high tech, high graphics PowerPoint presentation, we're going through the nominees for this year's Academy Awards, the 95th ones. They've been doing this for almost 100 years. So we're talking about the Oscar noms. We're going to go through all the categories, give our predictions. We want to know what yours are. So, little plug for the end of the episode, because I'm going to say it again later. Let us know who you think is going to win the Oscars this weekend. Comments below. So let's get started. Let's dive into the first category.
Oh boy.
All right, we're starting with best makeup and hairstyling. A lot of different options here.
Yeah.
Declan, I see you on my screen right now. So what do you got?
I feel honestly like All Quiet on the Western Front might win this one. Just because I felt I felt it was amazing makeup and hairstyling throughout the film.
All right, it was amazing makeup and hairstyling. Was it the best though?
Mm-hmm. Of these, yes, I am gonna say so. Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it to Elvis.
Mm.
I think Elvis had lots of good makeup.
It also had a plastic nose on Tom Hanks.
It did. It did. But yeah, I'll give it to that.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think quietly these are like very strong nominees, but I have to give it to Elvis too.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna go with the one that I don't know if this is gonna win any other awards. I'm gonna give it to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Move on. Costume design. Let's hear from Ben first.
Costume design? Ooh, I honestly, I think I could probably maybe give it to Babylon, even though I wasn't the biggest. They did have really good costumes.
Yeah.
This category is tough for Ben this year, and a lot of these categories are gonna be tough for Ben this year because last year he could just say Dune for everything, and he so
where's my
Dune at? Where
in his defense, we all said Dune for a lot of these.
True. Next year I get Dune Part 2.
True.
That is very true. So Ben says Babylon. Max, you're on my screen right now.
Yeah, Babylon's a great pick. I also think, if I'm not mistaken, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is about fashion. So that one also, I think I could see it going to them too.
You know, I haven't seen the film, so that could be a good pick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
Amazing costumes we've ever seen,
Yeah.
We don't know. I feel I'm going to do the reverse of what I did previously. I'm going to give it to Elvis. I think there's a lot of costume design in that film, and I imagine that it'll be appreciated.
It is good.
Yeah, Elvis is a really good pick, just for how true to form everything was, for the historical accuracy to Elvis's many elaborate costumes that he wore throughout his career. I'm with Ben on this one. I'm gonna go with Babylon. Maybe it's just because I love Damien Chazelle. Maybe it's just because I think it has the best costume design. But
he didn't do the costume design, right?
I mean, he had a say, probably.
I think he probably gave them vague directions, and then they did most of the
he had, you know what? He had a hand in the conversation.
All right, fair enough.
The budget actually all went to costume design. Fun fact. No.
No, I'm gonna think Babylon. All right, Max, you go first on this one. Doc feature, go.
Navalny. I think it's I don't know. I haven't seen any of them. That's my pick. Navalny.
I pick Navalny as well because I know that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big documentary guy, so yeah, I haven't seen any of these.
Fire of Love, that no question whatsoever. I've literally not seen it. Fire of Love, hell yeah.
Declan was
All right. Well, Declan's the odd man out. I'm taking Navalny because I feel like the Hollywood Academy folks.
Most of them don't watch documentaries either, so they're gonna look at this and be like, "Wait a minute, Navalny."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Fire of Love isn't a bad pick because it's about volcanoes. So
Yeah. Oh, is it actually
Yeah.
about
I
volcanoes?
think, yeah,
That's
Oh,
pretty.
wow.
I feel like
I might
I
need
think
to
so.
do that one.
everything we've seen over the last year with Russia, it's going to be Navalny. Next.
All right.
Watch it be a house
This
meeting.
is unfair. I knew literally nothing about any of
Yeah,
them.
all right. Like,
Doc Short subject, obviously the Elephant Whisperers.
I'm going with the Martha Mitchell effect. That's a good name.
That is a good name. I was going to go with the Martha Mitchell effect as well until Ben said it, so now I'm going to go with Stranger at the Gate.
That's also a good name.
I'm gonna do How Do You Measure a Year because it sounds like Seasons of Love.
Watch us haul out as the winner. The winner this
Sure.
time.
Obviously, it's the one that none of us picked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Obviously, we are unqualified. Some of these genres more unqualified than others.
Mhm.
Certainly that.
Yeah. All right, live action short. Let's start with Declan again.
I think if Banshees of Inisherin does well, then it'll probably help out An Irish Goodbye. So we're gonna go with An Irish Goodbye.
It might actually like hurt it, because
True.
they might vote for Banshees of Inisherin and be like, ah, no.
So,
man.
are you saying that there's going to be Irish fatigue?
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Irish fatigue?
Shit. Shit. I mean, I've already locked in, so I can't change it. But like,
I'm going with the red suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Irish Goodbye as well. I'm joining Declan on this probably ill-fated voyage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Le Pupille. I don't know. I think I butchered that, but that's what I'm going with.
No, it's
Yeah.
French, so you probably got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like puppy.
All right. Best animated short. Max goes first because he texted us his pick earlier today.
Oh, it's 100% my pick. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. That is on Apple TV
You
Plus.
are
and
on some serious crap, my dude.
Shut up, Ben.
Clearly, an ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it. That's one of the best names ever. I gotta be honest.
I'm thinking that it's going to be an ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it. No idea what that is, but I kind of want to go see it right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a goofy headline,
True.
That reads honestly like a BuzzFeed headline.
No, that's an Onion
shade,
headline.
no shade to BuzzFeed. A lot of their content's really good, but that
Yeah,
reads
their
like
quizzes are especially good.
their quizzes and their listicles.
Which
Mhm.
Dark Souls boss are you?
Ben, I don't know why that just made me think of the BuzzFeed quiz that I saw that was which Boss Baby character are you?
Kind of the same
Did you write
thing.
that?
I wish. There was a time in college when a lot of people were making BuzzFeed quizzes about like the acapella groups at con where we went.
Oh wow.
Like which con artist are you? Which member of the Kokobo are you? Like my sophomore year. Anyway, I'm joining Max, the Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I think it's got a great BuzzFeed style list for a name. What, Ben?
No one from My Year of Dicks. I'm surprised. I
actually thought George was gonna pick that one.
I thought Declan was gonna pick that one. Animated feature. All right, we're getting into sort of the meatier categories here. I'm going to start this one.
Features, so you can start.
I'm going to start this one, Ben, and then you can go next. How about that?
That's fine. Sorry.
I feel like this is a two-horse race between a film that has gotten a lot of critical acclaim and a film that really did surprisingly well at the box office and has gotten critical acclaim. So it's really a toss-up for me between Del Toro's Pinocchio and Puss in Boots. I think that's how the voters are going to feel, but I'm going to go with Pinocchio, and I'm going to toss a little bit of love to Marcel the Shell because that's a really creative concept that I think they did really well.
You saw it?
No, I saw the trailer though. I'm going to watch Marcel the Shell before the Oscars. This drops on Friday. I will watch it between Friday morning and Sunday night when the Academy Awards are.
I'm gonna go with Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, obviously, because
Have you seen it?
Guillermo del Toro. No, I haven't. As I said, I don't watch animated movies. I'm against them.
What?
Why are you against them, Ben? No, that's a conversation.
Because they don't pay their animators enough.
That's
oh, I get it.
In
worry,
animated films defense, that applies to literally all FX artists or at least CG artists.
Animated films.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it, and I really want to see it. I'm probably going to see it soon. I'm gonna go with Puss in Boots.
Not where I thought
Great.
Declan was going.
Sorry.
My pick is Marcel the Shell with shoes on. I've heard nothing but great things about it too. Yeah.
Glad we're getting out the genres that none of us have seen.
Okay, now we can.
All right,
Start
we're getting into
weeds here.
we're gonna get into
Appetizers are over.
All Quiet, Avatar, Batman, Black Panther, Top Gun. These are the, usually reserved for big box office, big blockbuster type movies. Interesting field of 5 here this year. Let's start with Ben.
Look, I gotta give it to Avatar: The Way of Water. I think Top Gun looks really cool, but a lot of them are. I don't know. I would say Avatar's more impressive visual effects. Top Gun's like more impressive stunts. I don't know whether that's factored in here. But yeah, Avatar. People love James Cameron, man. They're gonna give him
I
this.
don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Okay. Well, the people voting probably.
That is true.
I don't know what your gripe with James Cameron is.
Yeah, I think that's a topic for the episode we did 2 months ago. I think this is gonna be the one that I give to The Way of Water. I feel like Wakanda Forever has some visuals that leave a little bit to be desired. Love the movie, but visual effects, it didn't.
They're underpaid and overworked.
Right. And that Marvel should be punished for that.
They have
preferably by John Bernthal.
God, we don't have to get that crazy.
Hell, I love it. Yeah, I mean, All Quiet's probably gonna get some love. I don't see how the Batman or Top Gun Maverick get visual effects. I mean, production design, sure, but visual effects, I gotta go with The Way of Water, even though it's literally an animated movie with a couple of live action people.
That's the visual effect right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it looks so much better than the first film.
It does. They definitely developed it a lot.
Yeah, the decade
We'll give this one solely for the advancements that his films have made to the visual effects department.
Yeah. But so I will say I'm also gonna go with Avatar: The Way of Water. Partially, I think all of these are decently deserving, but I read somewhere that in like an article that like James Cameron, unlike every other studio in existence, actually did this thing where he gave the CG artist time to like finish their work and all that. And so I imagine that will endear him to the voters.
That's why I don't get it, George. I respect James Cameron for telling the movie studio execs to fuck off while treating his staff with the respect,
Yeah.
given enough
But at
time.
the same time, he is so obsessed with himself.
Yeah, I know, but like half of Hollywood is egomaniac.
What I would say is that he is a raging egomaniac. I totally accept that, but he does kind of back it up tragically, like he does kind of fully back it up, It's like,
He
dang it.
doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't fully back it up because Avatar: The Way of Water, and Titanic are all supremely mid movies.
But I point to the box office
No, I mean,
returns.
you
Like,
can't
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
argue
box office returns. Iron Man 3 was once the 5th highest grossing movie of all time.
Now that spot belongs to Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: The Way of Water.
James Cameron, king of the box office. You're gonna
Mhm.
have to accept it. I mean, I like
It should be the Russo brothers. It should still be the Russo brothers.
Okay, all right. They made 2 movies and they should be to the box office.
All right, Max, what's your pick?
It's Avatar. I mean, I
Great,
think,
moving on.
yeah, nothing else to say there.
Production design.
Here's the other one.
What even is production design? I wish. Don't answer that. I should know this. But like,
Well, if you don't know it, you're welcome to ask, and we'll answer.
What is production design?
Production design
defined as?
In the way that set design is a thing for the theater.
Mhm.
Production design is sets, set dressing, locations, really building the world of the film.
Mhm. That makes sense. I think with bearing that in mind, I was leaning this. I'm going to give this one to All Quiet on the Western Front. I think it was beautifully shot in a beautifully made world that they did with the trenches. I don't know. I think it deserves at least this.
I will vote in solidarity. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yep, no problem with that.
I'm going Babylon again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, it bombed at the box office, which was disappointing, but it is a really, really well-made film. And when the first thing I think of when it comes to being a well-made film beyond the direction is the production design. And the production design of Babylon was absurd. And it worked across the board. So yeah, Babylon.
Ooh.
Original score. I'm gonna go last on the last one and first on this one because I'm sticking with my man Justin Hurwitz. Babylon's got the best score of any of these movies, and it's of the ones I've seen, it's not particularly close. And I hate picking against my guy John Williams for the Fablemans, but I haven't even seen the movie, and I know it can't compete.
Okay. All right, I have seen all these films. I will give it to Babylon as well. I think it is the best score.
Yeah, that was right. Ben agrees.
But you know what? Maybe see the Fablemans.
The thing is, I'm not a scores person, so like I feel like when I'm watching a film, obviously, like I feel like I don't like consciously think like, ooh, the score is good. So I always feel a little bit bad picking best one. I think I'm kind of between Banshees and Fablemans. I am going to my gut was Banshees, as much as I want to give it to Fablemans. I'm gonna pick Banshees of Inisherin.
Declan, I just want you to know Spielberg doesn't get an Oscar if it wins Best Original Score.
That is true. But John Williams gets an Oscar, and so that's kind of
so probably. But
so that's like
it's still Babylon.
Score
Max,
is
what do you
good
got?
for Banshees.
Babylon. It's big. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, Max, you go first for this one.
Okay.
It's so easy, man. It's actually
Lift Me Up. Wakanda Forever.
so wrong.
I'm giving it to Natu from our
Not to, guys.
Hell yeah.
The easiest one of my life.
Hell yeah.
Well, now I'm not so sure. Um,
Who's pick Hold My Hand?
I mean, no, but yeah, I mean, my gut, I have to see RRR, or at the very least, listen to Natu before I finalize
Yeah.
my ballot.
That's why I couldn't pick it, Ben.
Oh,
Um,
fair enough.
my ballot will be finalized after I've listened to all of these songs, and that's just for my office pool Sunday night. But for now, for the pod, for what I have, Lift Me Up, Wakanda Forever.
Cool.
Best sound. Now, I just want to preface this category by saying my buddy Sam, who I work with,
The
filled
Batman.
out his ballot today, and he hasn't seen pretty much any of these movies all year. And he gave this one to All Quiet on the Western Front because, and I'm quoting here, quiet is a sound word. So it has to win best sound.
You know, I was
Basically, that's
between,
absent of sound. Absence of sound.
but it's within the field of sound as a concept. So I was between Avatar and All Quiet, and I think your buddy Sam convinced me. I think I'm gonna have to go with All Quiet on the Western Front.
I'll go with the Batman. I think the sound of the Batman is really, really good.
That is true.
I'm gonna say Top Gun Maverick.
Mhm.
I think just
But
you know, this used to be two categories, sound editing and sound design. And I
Yeah.
think Top Gun
Mm.
Maverick split it into those two categories with these same 5 films in each. The sound design of Top Gun Maverick, you know, with the jets, with, you know, the explosions, it would top that on sound design. And then sound editing, it works.
Mm.
This the way the sound is mixed in, or I don't know if it was sound design and sound editing or sound mixing and sound editing.
The sound mixing, sound editing.
Sound mixing. Okay, thank you. God, it's been a few years since they made that change, but yeah, I feel like Top Gun Maverick would win both of those awards. So the fact that it's just one category now, I'll give it to Top Gun Maverick.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Ben here on this one. I think the Batman.
Film editing. I feel like this is a slam dunk. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. Yeah. I think kind of between Everything Everywhere and Top Gun Maverick for me, but yeah, I do think yeah, Everything Everywhere kind of. Yeah. I agree with you, George.
Okay. Guys,
Ben.
Max and Ben, did you guys make picks?
I was gonna say Banshees.
Wait, go back to the last slide.
I thought you were just agreeing, Ben.
Oh, I was thinking. I agree, but also I would say Banshees.
Max?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's why I thought we were going on to the next one.
Yeah, this is more of a. I really like the film editing. I think probably Everything Everywhere will win.
Okay. So spoiled already, but our next category is cinematography. I saw a behind the scenes video of how they were shooting All Quiet, where they rigged up the camera operator on wires and had him following the actors, like jumping off ledges down into the trenches, following the actors. And I don't think any of these other films can match how bonkers cool that is. So I'm going to go with All Quiet for cinematography.
You know what? I'm gonna just take a random guess for the Academy here. Empire of Light's Roger Deakins. People like Roger Deakins.
People do like Roger Deakins.
I'll give it the Emperor of Light.
I think I'm kind of feeling like again between like I haven't seen Empire of Light, so but that's good to
I
know
haven't
that it's
either. But
Roger Deakins. I'm kind of
watched-
thinking Tar. Has really interesting stuff going on. Yeah. All Quiet close second though.
I'm just giving it as a prediction.
Max?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should go to All Quiet on the Western Front, but I was gonna say something along the same lines as Ben, that I knew that Roger Deakins did Empire of Light, and he won actually for 1917 last, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he also.
Hey, I'm thinking World War
Maybe
One
that's
movie.
too many.
World War One movie.
Yeah, maybe it's All Quiet because I think he already won 2 like in a few years. You know, they were just giving him so many.
Did he win for Skyfall?
Huh?
Did Deakins win for Skyfall?
No, I think he won for Blade Runner 2049.
That would make sense.
Mhm.
All right. International feature. This is the easiest one to pick.
Yeah.
It's the
EO,
only one.
no.
It's the
That's
only
joke.
one that's nominated for best international feature.
I'm going
sorry,
with a wild guess. Argentina 1985.
Ben, it's the only international feature nominated for best picture.
Yeah, but
It's
the
like-
last
it's
year,
like
I
when
forget what happened, but last year, the only international feature did not win, or nominated for best picture, did not win this one.
but I feel like All Quiet, while maybe not at the level of Parasite, it's like, and Max, you'll be the only one to get this here, but it's like when a finalist for the Rookie of the Year award in baseball is also a finalist for the MVP. Like you know the other 2 Rookie of the Year finalists don't stand a chance because this guy's also a finalist for MVP.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So All Quiet on the Western Front is the
Yeah.
only international feature up for Best Picture.
All right, George, I'm picking Argentina 1985. I'll see you at Oscar. I'm gonna make
I
fun
am
of you.
so happy for you living your best life and making that incorrect choice.
I am going with All Quiet as well, just to be clear.
Oh my God, Declan, no one cares.
All right, I assume everyone else is going with that.
Yeah, I'm All Quiet on the, yeah.
I'm just being a contrarian.
Yeah, watch as Ben wins. No.
All right, we're getting into the bigger awards. We're gonna give these a little bit more of a discussion. Adapted screenplay. I feel like Declan's gone early in the last few categories. Declan, you go last this time.
All right.
Someone else go first.
I'll go with Living. I think it's actually a really good adaptation. Well, at least I like the original film. I have yet to see this one, but the original film's Kurosawa's best, so I have heard very good things about this. I've heard very good things about Bill Nye. I think it's a good pick out of these.
I'll go. I'm going with Women Talking. I think it's the only nomination that it got this year, but it is a crime that the
Really?
director did not get nominated as well.
Was it
Sarah
was it
Polley.
not nominated for Best Picture?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, it was. I think. Yeah, it was.
It's kind of a big one.
Yeah.
I'm going with the surprise only nomination for Glass Onion. Like I said in December, it was my favorite movie of last year. I think the screenplay is on par with the first Knives Out film. I am shocked that Janelle Monáe did not get a nomination for supporting actress. So
Too many of them.
in the vein that I think I'm going to go with my preferred filmmakers, like I have with Babylon so far. I'm going to go with my guy Ryan Johnson here, and I'm going to pick Glass Onion. I don't know why it's in. I mean, I know why it's an adapted screenplay because it's based on
the sequel.
It's a sequel. It's based on the characters he created in the first film.
Yes.
That's so weird.
Same with Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. I
think I'm going to go Glass Onion.
Yeah, I'm similar to you. I could see Top Gun winning it kind of, but I'm thinking, and I also agree with that, like people are probably going to ultimately go more for Glass Onion, but yeah, so I'm picking Glass Onion.
Cool.
I think that's
We are united, Declan.
Mhm.
All right, original screenplay. I know what Ben's picking,
Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah.
and I probably know what Max is picking.
Well,
Triangle of Sadness.
come back to me.
All
Mhm.
right, I'll go next. Banshees of Inisherin is such a great script, and you think about screenplay. It is the words being said. It's the dialogue. It is how the story is communicated on the page and then translated to the screen. So while I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is probably the better story, I think the better screenplay is Banshees, and I'm going to give it to Banshees.
Mm-hmm. It's like I feel like Banshees, Tar, and Everything Everywhere are such a. It's difficult for me to pick one from those three. I think the three of them have the three of them are of such high quality. I think I'm going to pick and go with. I predict Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think. Yeah.
So Max, we're coming back to you.
Yeah, George, you actually helped me make my decision. Banshees of Inisherin. I agree with what you said about Everything Everywhere All at Once being a better story, but Banshees being a better screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are into the acting awards.
I gotta go with my man, Ke Huy Quan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
It's his to lose.
I predict.
Oh, I will say Brendan Gleeson is really, really good too.
Oh, Brendan Gleeson's fantastic, and Barry
Mhm.
Keoghan too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Many great performances here, but I kind of just feel like from the beginning people have been just praising Ke Huy Quan and his performance, and quite rightfully. I think I have to agree. I think he is going to be the one to win.
Here's the part where I just cut in the moment from our Everything Everywhere All at Once review where I said
I am calling that shot right now. Ke Huy Quan is going to win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And when we do Oscar predictions, I'm going to find this clip in the files and cut it in.
And now I'm going to say that again. So Ke Huy Quan.
Man, it'd be really awkward. No.
Yeah, same. This is easy for me. Ke Huy Quan.
Supporting actress.
Mm.
I was told by last year's winner that Angela Bassett did the thing. So it's tempting.
I refuse to give anyone else.
I feel like Stephanie Sue could get some love here.
I love Angela Bassett. I just don't think her performance is an Oscar nominee performance, let alone winning.
No, Ben, she did the thing. She did the thing. I'm also picking Carrie Condon.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Hong Chow, the whale. She's really quite good. And highly recommend you see that movie if you haven't.
Mm. I feel like I'm annoyed that I haven't seen The Whale, so I can't fully comment on it. I'm kind of leaning towards Carrie Condon. I think, yeah, she did a great job.
I mean, just that monologue, or not monologue, but that scene by the lake with Barry Keoghan's character. It's just it'll break your heart. It's such a powerful moment, and her performance carries that strength throughout. Again, I will say that it's an absolute travesty that Janelle Monáe is not nominated here. But I guess they could only have 5, so
they should have taken Angela Bassett's place. I think her performance has more variety. There's just not enough depth
Mhm.
to her performance, in my opinion.
But she did
Same with
the
Jamie
thing.
Lee Curtis, honestly. I don't think she's filmed enough. I don't think there's enough depth to her performance.
Oh, Jamie Lee is all of us, according to the same. Angela Bassett did the thing.
Yeah.
Viola
right.
Davis, my woman king.
All right.
Where's Viola Davis also? I'm so surprised that she didn't get it now.
Best director. Declan is gonna pick something that I think will surprise us. What do you got, Declan?
Why you gotta put me on the spot like this? Again, a lot of true talent here. You know, my fanboyism wants me to give it to Spielberg, you know, just because it would ruin your day, George. Half the reason. No, I'm kidding.
My day. I
yeah,
get to make my own pick.
Gosh, again, and also no, my initial instinct was the Daniels would manage to take it. I think the Daniels here. I'm gonna go with them.
I'll go with my fanboy pick, Martin McDonagh.
Mm.
So, I gotta be honest, it would be fun to see the Daniels win because there aren't many films. I think it's happened a few times before where best director is two people.
Mm.
It's normally one person.
Have the Coens ever won
Yes.
Best Picture?
They are the exception, and I think some other people have like teamed up. I'd have to look, but it's not a common occurrence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I love what Martin McDonagh did with Banshees. I think when you assemble all that it has done, technically speaking, sort of falling under the directing umbrella when it comes to these awards, McDonagh feels like a good pick here. I just think that, you know, like I said, for screenplay, Banshees being a better screenplay and Everything Everywhere being a better story, I think the way the story is executed is the primary goal of the director.
Mhm.
And that falls less on the screenplay and more on the story, as I just said. So I'm going to go with the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, just because their execution of their story versus McDonagh's execution of Banshees, it feels like this is, and this is a slight spoiler for what I'm going to say for Best Picture. But this feels like this is the biggest award that Everything Everywhere is going to get on the night.
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I think that it'll be the Daniels. I also do think I actually do believe this, but Steven Spielberg does have a shot at this one because of how personal The Fabelmans is
And because he's
of a
not going to
film.
make any more films, so they want to give him one more before he retires.
Yeah, I went a little less
Lifetime
cynical than that,
achievement
but
one,
I
son.
agree with that.
No, they only give Lifetime Achievement Awards to people that they forgot to give an award to while they're still working.
That's true.
Peter O'Toole, the best example.
James Earl Jones, the best example.
Oh right, James Earl. Oh my gosh.
Wait,
thank you.
I don't know. I'd say Peter O'Toole's a bigger one.
Voice of Darth Vader and the guy who says this is CNN.
Does he say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's best director. We only have 3 awards left. This is a toughie between 2 guys. Max, you go first.
For me, this actually isn't that tough. Brendan Fraser, The Whale. My second pick would be Paul Mescal, After Sun. But Brendan Fraser, he's making a comeback. It's great to see, but he also is powerful in this film. Brendan Fraser all the way.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'll give it to Brendan Fraser as well. Though I still gotta give a lot of respect to Austin Butler and Elvis. I think he did a great job. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of the completed film, he really, really is a great actor. And I'm happy to see him get more opportunities to show that. But yeah, he's great as Elvis. Brendan Fraser, though, is fantastic in that film, as well as I think he's the one that everyone wants to win. Everyone's gonna vote for him. He's like a feel-good story, the comeback story for Hollywood.
The thing is, with Brendan Fraser, this isn't the People's Choice Awards. And while the people want Brendan Fraser to win, you gotta look at recent history. And that recent history is, I'm not saying Austin Butler's performance as Elvis holds a candle to Rami Malek's performance as Freddie Mercury, but music biopics and their leads are an awards darling.
Austin Butler's performance does hold a candle to Rami Malek's performance.
What was that?
It is a equally as good performance. I still have issues with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. We should probably do an episode on that movie at some point.
Oh, that'd be good.
But yeah, no, I mean, regardless, though, everyone loves Brendan Fraser. And the Academy, while not the people, are made up of a bunch of people. Like your friend voted for, what was it, All Quiet on the Western Place? Because it had sound in it. Look and be like, Brendan Fraser, I love the homie movies.
And you know what? That might be a part of it. And, the people who are voting and the esteemed members of the Academy might have gotten sick of Austin Butler using his Elvis voice even after Shooting Wrapped, like I have. But I think
they gave Daniel Day-Lewis 3 awards, okay?
Yeah, I think you guys have seen me building towards this over the last couple of minutes, but Austin Butler, I feel like, is the pick. And, Brendan Fraser would be my second. If I got a second, he would be, and I got to show some love to Colin Farrell too. He was great.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, for me personally, I mean, again, I really regret that I didn't see The Whale before this episode. Kind of, I've heard great things about his performance. Colin Farrell, I think, did a phenomenal job.
I think the actors are great, and I think the movie leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not Aronofsky's. I've seen this from Aronofsky before, though. It's like he's got a great concept, but the actors are really carrying it. It's still worth a watch for them.
So, Declan, who's your pick?
Gosh, I am by the principle of abstaining from it. I'm gonna go with Colin Farrell, but like I said, that's because I regretfully haven't seen The Whale and so can't properly judge Brendan Fraser's performance.
Okay.
So again, I want to give a shout out to Bill Nye because I've heard he's really good. I still have to see the film, but I love that actor.
Sure. Our second to last category of the night, Best Actress.
All of us agree on a De Armas Blonde. No, I'm kidding. I mean, she did good.
She did great with what she was given, but she's not my pick.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
No, it's definitely fair to say.
That's actually fair. Yeah.
It's tough because Kate Blanchett's in here. But I think Michelle Yeoh is going to win this one. I mean, she has not won one to my knowledge, though she's been acting for so long. In China and now here. So
it's like I feel like it's neck and neck between Blanchett and Yeoh. I feel like both gave fantastic performances.
I
I
do
feel
want,
like
I do want to point out Kate Blanchett already has 2 Academy Awards to my knowledge.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they gave her another one, should be tied with, oh my God, Daniel Day-Lewis.
I was about to
The
say,
thing
I
is,
feel like
Ben, you
I feel
can't
like Michelle
consider
Yeoh. Oh, sorry.
I can, and
you
I
can't
will.
consider previous awards when it's every single voting season is to be considered in a vacuum.
This is
And-
predictions for who they're gonna pick, and I know that holds sway.
Mm.
Because otherwise, they would have given Jack Nicholson way more.
But no, I feel like even just looking at the two of them like in the vacuum, I do feel that like Blanchett's kind of the like Yo's kind of the underdog sort of, and
I'll give you that.
I think people are going to go with Michelle Yeoh as well. Again, not that it's really neck and neck for me, but I think I'm gonna give the slight edge to Michelle Yeoh. I think she's gonna come out like on top.
It'd be Nick Foles in the Super Bowl.
I should have said Michelle Williams just to like destroy Joe.
Okay.
Kate Blanchett's actually not going to vote for himself, though. She's voting for Andrea Riseborough.
The only reason why I could see Michelle Williams winning this award is so that Sony could say, "Here's Venom 3 starring Tom Hardy and
Having the
Oscar
award.
winner Michelle Williams."
That
Sorry,
would actually be the greatest
That-
thing ever.
that phrase felt so wrong coming out of my mouth. Max, say something before I say something.
I'll give it to Kate Blanchett. I think that she seems like a pretty prototypical winner this year, and I'm not sure how far out there the Academy is going to go with Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like Everything Everywhere could run the table and surprise us.
Mhm.
And rightfully so. Wait, I didn't make my pick. You went to the next slide.
Oh, I thought you did. You talked for long enough.
I did talk for long enough, but I didn't make my pick. Jumping the gun, Max. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh gives an outstanding performance. But I've seen how the awards have been going. I've seen the chatter. I think they give it to Kate Blanchett. That's my prediction, but would not in the slightest be surprised if Michelle Yeoh came home with the award. She was magnificent in Everything Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Best Picture of the Year.
The juicy one.
We have 10 films this year.
Top Gun Maverick.
That's what Elon Musk said. No.
Top Gun Maverick is not the worst of these 10 films.
No. Well, actually,
yeah.
You're probably going to talk shit about my prediction for Best Picture, Avatar: The Way of Water.
You made a joke at the beginning of this category, and now I'm not sure if you're joking again. Please go on.
I'm serious, man.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding with you. Honestly,
not for a
I would
second.
like to give it. I'd like to give it the Banshees. But it's not going to win. Look, I loved The Power of the Dog last year, but they don't like these types of movies that are really depressing. All right, they don't want to give that Best Picture. They're going to give it to Everything Everywhere All at Once because it's a nice film and it's well made. But I think it's really hard for a film like Banshees that is so dark to win. Parasite did win, and it was a similar like dark comedy thing, but
I think 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri ran into the same problem.
Yeah.
I wonder what the common thread is.
Martin McDonagh.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere is gonna win.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I definitely feel like it's between those two, with All Quiet as a dark horse.
I'd still give it Avatar.
I feel bad not giving any love tonight to Triangle of Sadness. I haven't seen it yet, and I feel like it's something that I would really enjoy.
It's on Hulu.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah, but
Sonya. You'd love it.
No snap. Wait, I didn't actually know it was on Hulu. That's
I just found out today.
It's also 2.5 hours, and it's hard with my working class schedule. I'm in film school, by the way. I haven't worked that in a few weeks, but carving out 2.5 hours to watch that movie. I'm gonna see it ASAP, but I haven't seen it yet. I want to give it some love. Maybe it'll surprise everyone and it'll win Best Picture. Who knows?
Nice.
Maybe Woody Harrelson will go up and give the acceptance speech for it, even though I don't think he's a producer on it. Anyway,
Oh, Hollywood tried to tell me to take the vaccine.
I feel like we.
I think it's between Banshees and Everything Everywhere, and I think, like I said, with the Best Director award, I think that's going to be the peak for Everything Everywhere. I think the award for Best Picture goes to the Banshees of Inisherin. I think that's the best all-around picture of the year.
I am again. I a lot of these films are honestly real good, and mad respect to so many. I feel like I feel like if I was voting, no. I feel like my gut choice, not gut prediction, but choice, it might actually be Tar. Like, I think Tar was great, but also I think Everywhere All at Once and Banshees both have a lot going for them. It's difficult. I think it will be Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think it will. Yeah, as you said, I think it can go. You said it perfectly. It can either. I can probably surprise a lot of us and sweep many, or not win too many. I think it's gonna sweep more than. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give my pick to Everything Everywhere.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Max, take us home.
I think last year I did the same thing. I'm going with what I want to win, which is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And you were right last year.
I was
True.
right last year.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna start listening to Max more, especially if Everything Everywhere wins this year and he's right 2 years in a row. Next year, I'll let Max talk before I do, and then I'll just make my pick whatever he says.
And then just win all of them.
Yeah, so that's our PowerPoint presentation. Hope you learned something.
Mm-hmm.
Max, you wanna make us full screen again?
Mm-hmm.
So the Academy Awards, 95 of them. Wow, happy birthday. That was super dumb, guys. I'm sorry about that. The 95th Academy Awards are this Sunday night at 8 p.m. You can watch them on ABC. I know I'll be watching because I work at an ABC station. And I'm working Sunday night, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, we have to end the episode because you guys have been hanging out with us for almost an hour. Thank you for watching our Oscar prediction episode. We want to know what you think is going to win this weekend, or if you're watching this after the awards have happened Sunday night and you're watching us next week or a month from now or a year from now, or you know what, even when we're all, passed on, our spirits would want to know what you think is going to win these awards.
Mm-hmm. And
Sunday
if you
March
made
12th,
if you made any of the documentary shorts that we talked about, let us know why you think yours is going to win.
Yeah, we'd love the engagement.
Send us a signed copy of your film.
Yeah, please.
And we will watch it.
Come hang out for an episode. We want to talk to you. We want to break down your film with you and hear what you have to say about it.
Especially if you win an Oscar.
That'd be really cool.
That does it for us. Enjoy the Oscars this weekend. We will be back with another review next week. Have a good night. Enjoy the Oscars.
Good night.
Right.